Every once in a while in collecting, there's a mold that comes around that when you first get its original version, you think it's fine, nothing too spectacular, but nothing awful either. And you put it on your shelf, and you think nothing of it, and it's just sort of the toy equivalent of white noise in the background. However, then a repaint comes around that makes you completely change your mind on the mold and makes you completely fall in love with it. Hello guys, welcome to a new review. Today we're going to be taking a look at Transformers Kingdom Golden Disc Collection Deluxe Class Jackpot with Sights. Okay, I usually don't cover package, but this guy's packaging is honestly really nice. It's a nice enclosed box with a picture of the one part of the golden disc right here. There were 3 others in this set, and they come together to form the complete golden disc. Kingdom logo right there, and you can see Autobots, Jackpot, Autobot Sights, Transformers logo. Overall, very nice. Back of the box, pretty standard Kingdom back, and yeah, that's the box, I guess. It's pretty nice. So, let's start off with alt mode first. Now, before we get into Jackpot, we have to discuss Sights. Sights is his Battle Master, and a callback to his original Action Master partner, because Jackpot is in fact an Action Master reference. So yeah, Sights here is a repaint of Siege Pterodactyl, and as you can see, he is a little pterodactyl. A really cute one at that. Wish he had a little bit more paint. He's pretty much all solid colors. Looks kind of knockoff-ish, honestly. Doesn't feel that way, but he looks like it, that's for sure. Very nice molded detailing, like with most War for Cybertron figures. Head sculpt looks really nice. Once again, wish it was painted. The main issue comes in the form of the chest, which is very gappy and has, date stamp and made in Vietnam stamped on it, which is a shame, especially when we get into, his weapon modes. But yeah, overall, he's fun. Articulation, wings go in and out, head goes up and down, and feet move. Adorable little tail, and yeah, generally just a solid little Battle Master. He's actually a triple changer. Fold down the head, flip out handle, and close up the wings. You've got an axe, which is pretty nice, but if you want to go more faithful to the original Action Master, you can fold that back and click in the arms further and then fold up the feet. I have to do that on the axe. And you've got yourself a little blaster. Keep the bird head out, because if you fold it in like this, like I was doing for a bit, you have the ugly side facing up, which is not exactly flattering, so yeah, keep the head flipped out like that. So yeah, that's Sights. On to the main attraction now. And here we have Jackpot himself, and ooh, this alt mode is beautiful. He is a repaint of SS86 Jazz, and oh, this alt mode looks amazing in black and yellow. Looks far more interesting than the white that Jazz had, and I think it's because he had a bit more paint than Jazz. As you can see, very nice glossy black used on him. Very, very nice. You can actually see the reflection of my fan in his roof, which is, yeah. The shitty yellow used is honestly, the shitty yellow used is pretty nice. Doesn't exactly match up well, but it's less noticeable in person than on camera. Overall, just really, really nice looking alt mode. The Autobot badge right here at the front is kind of interesting. It's made of, it's painted in a weird sort of shimmery paint, so depending on what angle you hold it at, it can look like either a shattered glass Autobot symbol or just your normal Autobot symbol that looks slightly faded. It's a really, really weird effect. Undercarriage is honestly really, really clean. Not really much to speak of down there. Like, you could easily see most of this as just standard car parts. Nice, little orange windshields. Kind of wish this was molded in black, but I know if it was, these would have to be gang molded to them, and this is not paintable plastic, so yeah. One thing I should note, don't push down the roof all the way. That is how you break this mold, because clear plastic. But yeah. On to size comparison. Here he is with Kingdom Inferno and tiny fire truck or a large car. I honestly feel that the universe version of Inferno would probably scale significantly better with this, but Chug has never cared about scale to begin with. And here he is with channel favorite Cyberverse Deluxe Bumblebee, and as you can see, they scale significantly better. Maybe Bumblebee's a little bit too short, but they're from two completely different lines, so I can kind of let that slip by. Jackpot's alt mode is fantastic. It's a beautiful representation of one of the coolest looking cars of the 70s, and overall, the color scheme is so much better than Jazz's in my opinion. And overall, it's just a nice looking little car. So yeah, on to transformation. Jackpot's robot mode looks beautiful. You can see it's, of course, the basic Jazz body type as he is repainted Jazz, but so much more yellow is revealed, and in addition to some orange, and it really, really brings out how nice his figure looks. He looks great in this color scheme. Like I said, orange is revealed on his legs, which looks pretty nice. It's honestly pretty well applied. Head sculpt, early runs of this guy, and maybe even later runs, I don't know, but at least the early runs of this guy, have a production issue on the head to where one half is larger than the other. As you can see, the top of the head is not level, and it's especially noticeable on the back. But yeah, overall, aside from that, the head looks really nice, and it's really faithful to that original Action Master. So yeah. And the fact that they also called back to animated Jackpot by making him a Jazz repaint is really, really neat. Overall, it's works really, really well as a Jazz repaint, despite him being a character that initially didn't transform at all. For accessories, he of course has Sights, who I already went over. He's also kind of his own figure, so let's just put him right there. Oops, he fell. A Blast Effect for Sights in his Axe mode, which slips on there. So yeah, you have a bonk effect, I guess. And then Jazz's gun, but in blue. That simply just fits into his hand. And yeah, He looks really nice. In addition to that, he also has quite a few tolerance issues fixed. The abdomen section spins much better on this figure than it does on Jazz. And in addition, the legs hold together much better than on Jazz. Bending the knees would basically cause the entire lower legs to come apart on Jazz. So yeah, that's a really nice fix. Articulation is standard, ball jointed head, back and forth, in and out at the shoulders, swivel at the bicep, bend at the elbow, no wrists, swivel at the waist, back and forth, in and out at the hips, swivel at the thigh, bend at the knee, and standard Morpher Cybertron foot articulation. So, yeah. On to size comparison. Here he is with Inferno. You can see they scale significantly better in this mode, with Jackpot being significantly smaller than Inferno. Technically, if you want to be Action Master accurate, they should be the same size, but Action Masters were all the same size, so that doesn't really count. And here he is with Cyberverse Deluxe Bumblebee, and as to be expected, they're the same size. They're both deluxe classes. Bumblebee is maybe a little taller, but he's also significantly thinner, so yeah. Also, Cyberverse made some slightly cheaper materials. Generations made from better materials, so yeah. Overall, this 2-pack is fantastic. You get, in my opinion, the better version of the SS86 Jazz mold with fixed tolerances, and in my opinion, from what I can feel, better plastic quality, and overall just a better color scheme, in my opinion, and a pretty solid little Battlemaster made from one of the stronger molds from Siege. Like I said, he does have a slight production issue in the head, but that'll probably be fixed in future runs of the figure. And overall, it's just a really good value considering you're paying the price of a normal deluxe. If you're wanting to pick him up, he is still on Amazon, I think, for standard retail price. He might be sold out, but it'll probably be restocked soon. So yeah, when you can, or if you're able to, pick this guy up. He's well worth your time. So yeah, yes I will. See you guys next time. Bye!